Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing chapter 995 of One Piece, A Kunoichi's Oath. On the front cover we've got a reader's request where we got Luffy being taught by an owl, but he gets bored right away. And basically you've just got an owl teaching Luffy and he's just got a massive smile on his face, just not paying attention. But you've also got the little squirrel things, I'm pretty sure, from Thriller Bark. I think that's where they're from. I could be mistaken, but I do recognise them and I'm pretty sure that's where they're from. Anyway, let's get into the chapter review. But before we get into the chapter review, we're going to play a little mini game, okay? You have to guess one of the straw hats, and I'm going to put one up on the screen once you've chosen one. And if it is the straw hat, then you don't have to do anything. And if it isn't the one that you chose, then you have to subscribe, okay? That's a deal, all right? So 3, 2, 1. And it's Nami, the person who has the biggest part in this chapter. If you got Nami, then obviously you don't have to subscribe. You can if you want to. But if you didn't, you have to subscribe. Sorry, but I don't make the rules. But let's just get into the chapter. So this chapter starts with a little bit of a fight between Marco, Big Mom, and Perospero. We get to see that Marco's flames aren't actually like normal flames. They're phoenix flames, so they have special properties and they don't actually burn. I didn't know this. I don't know if we've been told this before, but I didn't actually know that. And so you got Big Mom and Perospero against Marco. Not really a fair fight, if I say so. You know, we got like an emperor and then the number 2 of an emperor just against Marco, who's just like the number 1 of Whitebeard. So it's not that fair. So Marco is in a bit of a sticky situation where he's being held by Big Mom and Perospero has an arrow aimed at him. But luckily we get to an amazing part where the Sulongs of Carrot and Wanda come in and absolutely slice up Perospero's face, cut him right by his eyes in their Sulong forms that look absolutely sick. I love seeing Carrot Sulong form. I like seeing all the Sulong forms, to be fair. Wanda's got a cool Sulong form. Carrot's got one. Peckham's had a really cool one. Why did I say Dog Viper? I don't know what I don't know what his name is in the Japanese like one, because I know that Cat Viper is called Nekomamushi. If I probably butchered the hell out of that. All right, and then the dog is called Duke Dogstorm in like English, so that's what I'm going to be calling him any time that he comes up. Unless I could just learn the name, but I probably will have to when I. But yeah, we get to see that Big Mom is actually shocked to see the Sulongs, and I'm guessing that's because she knows how strong they are, and that they're probably Duke Dogstorm and that are probably here. Because I'm so bad at remembering things. I don't know why. Does she know that Duke Dogstorm and Cat Viper's here? I'm not sure. If she does, then she knows that they're probably a bit screwed. But if she doesn't, then she probably knows that they're a bit screwed now. And so we get to see them start to take their revenge for what he done to Pedro, even though it was Pedro's own choice and he decided to blow himself up. And Perospero actually has a bit where he says that where he calls him an idiot for blowing himself up. And so I can't wait to see, because I think Perospero's got to die, don't he? If you're taking out the Emperor, you got to take out the number 2 as well. Probably not the number 1, because Katakuri's not here, so he probably won't get taken out yet. If he ever does get taken out, that is. He might take over Big Mom's reign. He might become the Emperor. If they do get both taken out, then that'll mean that 2 Emperors need to be put in, doesn't it? So one of them's going to be Luffy, obviously. But then who would the other one be? Would it be Katakuri? Would he take over Big Mom's like territories and that? Or would it just go to like someone else? I can't even think of who it'd go to. Or would it just be the 3 emperors? That's a bit of a weird question. But you get to think about that. See who will take over Big Mom's slot, because obviously Luffy will take over one of them. Anyway, so now we get to realize that Marco will probably help out with the Ice Onis, because he is the like medic kind of on the medic ship of the Whitebeard pirates. We've also seen that obviously he can heal himself from anything basically, unless it's infused with Haki or Sea Prism Stones. He can heal himself from anything with his Phoenix Flames, but he can also heal other people to a certain extent. We're not sure why it's only a certain extent. Basically, Marco, what he does to other people is probably just like he speeds up their recovery really, really fast, so it could actually damage them if he does it too much. So obviously the only times that we've seen him is on that island where he was healing the other people, basically just healing their like little cuts and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do anything for the Ice Onis, or if you only have to be like a certain part of the way through to like get healed, to be able to be healed by him. Otherwise Marco would be like, it's a bit too much of a risk to heal you. But we also get to the Apu bit where he is still getting chased because he still has the antibodies for the ice Onis. He's getting chased by everyone in there. You got the beast pirates chasing him, asking him for the antibodies because they're part of the same group. You have the samurai chasing after him, trying to get it from him, and you also have Zoro and Drake chasing after him to try and get it. And I think this is going to be the point next chapter maybe where he decides to switch teams. Just even though that he does hate Drake and that, I feel like he'll think that it's the best way to survive would be to team up with Zoro and that. And so basically Zoro and Drake get in a close combat fighting with him, and he whacks out his really cool weapons that is, I'm pretty sure it's the same ones that Ging used from like Baratier, you know those, but he just doesn't have the massive balls on the end. I'm pretty sure it's the same weapon that he used, and I think they're really cool weapons. You don't see them much in anything really. I can't remember anyone else who's used them apart from Ging. And that's in any anime that I've watched. So if anyone has used it, tell me in the comments, and then I'll probably watch the anime just because it will sound sick. Anyway, you then get a bit where Queen's looking through the wanted posters saying that Drake's helping out now, and then he says it's best to take out the number 2 and number 3. So that could be hinting towards Sanji joining Zoro and maybe Drake. So it could be Drake, Zoro, and Sanji fighting against Queen. And if not, I'd love to see a Zoro and a Sanji fight against Queen. Just because I just love Zoro and Sanji, and it would be so sick to see them fighting together. You don't really get to see that much. I can't really remember the last time apart from like Long Ring, Long Land, and that wasn't really a fight. That was just them playing football and trying to but that was such a sick part. That was probably the best bit of Long. Bro, that is a tongue twist and a half. Long Ring, Long Land. There we go. So it'd be sick to see that. You also get to see that Queen knows Judge, Sanji's dad, and so that could be because Judge is he is like a scientist, and so is Queen. Queen's like the kind of guy from that crew of Kaido's, and so they've probably Queen's probably spoken to Judge, and they've probably maybe done some stuff together, maybe not, I don't know. But it would be cool to see if Queen has any connection to Judge. I think that would be pretty sick. And so next, Brook thinks that he has been infected by the ice Onis, but obviously he's not made of skin, he's not got any skin, not got any blood, not got any muscle or anything, so obviously it's not going to affect him because he's just bone. But Chopper does get infected, okay? And so this puts more of a scare on the reader, because that was probably one of the worst things to happen, where one of the crew get infected. And it's basically the same as on Thriller Bark when some of the crew lost their shadows and everything. And so it's just going to be more intense towards the end of the fight, where will Chopper be able to get the antidote for the ice Onis or not. I think that's added a little cool aspect to it. And then we get to the main part of the chapter. We get to the Kunoichi's oath. Now, I had a little discussion with someone on Twitter about this, because basically I think this is I think it's an amazing part from Nami to be able to, in this situation, I'll get to it a bit later because it's not right yet. Okay, so we start off with Usopp fighting Ulti. Oh, I forgot what her name is. I think it's damn, I'm so bad with names, I swear. I know that it's page 1, and I'm just gonna call her Ulti. I don't really care. That's what she gets called. I'm just gonna call her Ulti, okay? And so basically, Usopp's fighting her, and he uses his little devil green pop and catches her, and then obviously she gets out of it because that would have been far too easy for her to get taken out like that. And then she has the same part of do you remember in Alabasta when Usopp got hit in the face with the bat, and then it showed his skull and then his nose breaking? It happens the exact same thing here, and I absolutely love this from Usopp, because Usopp's standing up to 2 of some of the strongest people in Kaido's crew on his own. He's standing up to him because we start halfway through the fight and Nami's already on the floor, and it just shows that he is ready to sacrifice his life for his crew, because he's only stood there fighting them because Nami's on the floor and he's trying to protect Nami. And so that is what I love about Usopp. He does it all the time, and people just overlook it all the time, because he does it against Treble when he could have easily just ran away, but he decided to turn back and fight and risk his life to fight. And if he didn't do that, then Luffy probably wouldn't have beaten Doflamingo. Robin would have stayed a toy forever. A lot of the crew probably would have died. It would probably just been the people that didn't go to Dressrosa and the ones that just went to Zoe that would have survived. He's also done it against the mole woman, Miss Merry Christmas, I think her name was, all the way back in Alabasta when she was basically just chatting absolute about Luffy, and then he just sticks up for Luffy and says that I'm not going to stand here and listen to you talking about my captain's dream like that. And then he fights her, almost dies from that as well. He pretends to be dead against Chu and then fights him and then beats him. And so I just love that about Usopp, and all the crew have their moments, and then Nami has her moment where she does it. Okay, she's there here, led on the floor, and then Ulti comes up to her and says, basically just say, your captain's not going to be king of the pirates, and just say it out loud, and then I'll let you live. And then Nami has her moment where she says, Luffy will never stop until he's king of the pirates. She's crying, she's got blood on her face, she's about to get headbutted by her. And so basically everyone's not liking Usopp this chapter just because he says Nami just lied to her. The wrong word will be the end of you. And so people think that that's what Usopp would have done, but that's not what he's saying. He's not saying that that's what he would have done. He's just saying that he doesn't want Nami to get killed, obviously, because she's literally just about to die. And so he doesn't want her to die. So he's just basically just saying, just lie to her. There's no point of just doing it. And so she doesn't lie to her. And then we get Otama, who's just come in with one of her like pet dogs that she's obviously been able to train because of her like little devil fruit ability, come and absolutely save Nami and Usopp. But I'm not sure how they're going to get out of this situation. I'm not sure if this dog is strong enough to be able to fight both of Page 1 and Ulti. So we'll see in the next chapter. I think it was a very good chapter. You get one of the best moments or probably the best moment post time skip of Nami, because she's normally the person who's just always protected and everything by Luffy or just anyone. She's normally the one that's being protected, and we haven't really seen her that much post time skip because she wasn't in Dressrosa, which was a huge chunk of the post time skip. Fishman Island, which was basically just meaningless. Punk Hazard, there wasn't much fighting. It was just like Luffy fighting. And then Whole Cake Island, she did get to use that really cool ability with Zeus against Big Mom, but that didn't really do anything. It just slowed her down for a bit. But apart from that, it's just like her squabble with Sanji, I guess. So it's cool to see that Nami is starting to get up that little bit of relevancy again, because she was becoming a bit of an irrelevant character. Now it's going to be like Robin and Chopper that are kind of becoming a little bit irrelevant in the story. So they're probably going to have their moments in the next couple arcs. Maybe Chopper has his soon because he's going to fix the ice onies or something like that. So it's going to be cool to see how they get out of this situation and everything. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you didn't do it then at the beginning, and even though you lost, alright, you have to subscribe, okay? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I haven't been uploading much because I've been trying to do my Naruto analysis, and I'm basically just getting someone to check it for me just so that it all makes sense, everything's there, and so I hope you enjoy it. See you in the next video. Peace!